rock has cold. It's just a new time roll. We're low, low. I'm on these bed, but girl, let's go. Go. Oh, I'm over the where you wanna go. Oh, Johnny, you gonna love. Yeah, we gonna have some fun. I've been in my bed, Bill. You been coming up, girl. I can do a bit, yeah. Now show your boss. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. About. About. Hold on. A bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We gonna have some funny with that pro now. Pro now. I'm gonna do it in the go now. Do it so rough. The back end found in the go now. And he's gonna go route. I'm gonna go down. So they went so rough. So they did so out. Window now. I'm over the road. Oh. I'm already where you wanna go. Oh, country, show me where you're from. Say, Johnny, you're my husband. Yeah, we gonna have some fun. I bring out my big wheel, and you can come on up, girl. I think you a big there, and I'll show you muscle, girl. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Alright, some fun. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Whoa, yeah, the wood in the road. Right, so let's do the wrong time wrong. Oh, let's do it on the road. Yeah, rock ice cold. Let's do the no time road. Yeah, take me to the country. Tell me where you're from. Let's shout at you, my hubby. Yeah, we gonna have some fun. I'll bring out my big deal, and you can come on up, girl. I'll give you a big deal, and I'll show you muscle blood. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We gonna have some fun. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We gonna have some fun. Can do it, that's fun. Talk to him. Yeah, putting on red night. Red night. Sunny again. It's blah blah night. Something alright. Can't see those kicking inside. Figuring that light. It's still in the birthday pattern head like gold. There's woods in the road you can roll. There's rock out. I'm on the tell me where you're from. Johnny, you know me. Get my big girl. I think you look big. You can show you love. Yeah, just a little bit. A little bit. Little bit. Little bit. Just a little bit. We gonna have some studying now. Pro. So this is so gross. So do don't go. Oh, let me do the country. Tell me where you're from. Hold up. I think I'm don't give more some love. Just a little bit. A little bit. We still make some fun. Roll. Drop that rock out. That roll. Real low. Oh. Oh. Don't get roll. If I heard rock out, go. That roll. Take me to the country. Tell me where you I got my kid a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. A little bit, a little bit. Baby, you're down, 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 down. You into the sky, you're falling down. You are falling. Baby, you're falling goodbye. Then it's into a cloud to get away. The way is the hide with me, and I had to get away. Come on, fly with me, if you need that grace escape. Ain't no way, no worry, you are my only, you won't be lonely, even if the fire. You are my only, no need to worry, if it be down, 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 down. Baby, are you down, 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 down. Even if the sky is falling down like a custody, shake it down, down for me. Down like a temperature, between the penis, my body. I got that girl from overseas, and she's a Miss American. I can't be. I'm fighting for this girl on the battlefield, love. Got a nick I can make it between the ammo from a. It's gonna mean there is no worry. You like the you reach the sky. the world right down, 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 down. Are you down, down, down?
Well, thanks so much. Welcome to the beat, and we begin with breaking news. Threatening law press districts. With you know the balance because of flailing but terrible. Going after an individual that the market business people think a lot about it. People never think about it. But other issues, but Donald Trump, in the way he does, use that as some sort of loyalty to his chosen and very controversial tariff agenda.
Come on. I'll take you away.
Slow.
Oh my God. What?
One, what else? Well, the part of it that shows that standoff still left. Experts themselves speaking volumes and loudly against the tariffs, as well as the Wall Street Journal, NAGA banker allies of Trump. It's well known that there are a lot of problems with how his tariff was. As for Powell, all he did was announced so far. The economics are highly ran on so this big political people get to have that I like political point, right? It's never going to be people can say whatever they want. We do what we do, strictly without consideration of political or any other thing. Although if you want to say something or happen that it was powerless, it said if he had power, he would. It just shows Powell saying nope, he's not on such political pressure. But then you get into how we're not in normal times. When they play it legally, if Trump
Oh boy!
Legal experts agree that their passport. The president.
Well, hold on, call outside and don't see no crown. Hey, that's what I read that thing. Take me home. Can we leave her? Can we leave her? Can we leave her? Can we leave her? Leave her? Can we leave her? Leave her? Can we leave her? Those about the push you got middle. You're the got a better. Okay, now, oh no. You gonna grab us. Leave her, Sonic, and the bring in him on. You think he's making a smile? What do you think he's going to do? Making a man, the post on him. Billy Stone, Sonic. Yeah, Billy Stone, Sonic. There's now. The newspaper is bad now. We do to a post on him to hand nothing. This is the very top like the band that not long home. Can we leave her? Can we leave her? Can we leave her? First, Sonic, can we leave her? Can we leave her? Leave her? Can we leave her? We can put that up in the pub. Just go this nigga from the world. Shut off, man. Time to fucking eat my nose. Time to fucking eat my nose. Then these knives. Like, go you for it. I got hit for it. Need to the side now. Lift off it. Then a second. I do the record behind the monkey. No, they didn't. Right now, to telephone. Telephone. Outside and you know leave her. Can we leave her? Leave her. Can we leave her? Can we leave her? It's over there now. I'm the bother back home. Hey there. No, there's no crap.
We all remember the election. If a majority, 55, roughly, people who voted for them. That we got about that. The worst, they all want to. They were elected, remember, they did win. Republicans were winning during the November report. But now that we're past the campaign promise vote, it's
people who aren't even sworn into if you want to shout and chant, we will have you removed.
100% support for Doge to continue today.
It should be nice.
Even for the day. So why? For like that also left their own person allowed walk the state before your turn. And if part of if this is what everyone feels, you can get it on stage.
No. What are you doing, Rob?
Yeah. One person. Yeah.
It's like a mole. That fucker alive.
Resting. Equal. For living. Try certified. We don't compare folks they have with partners.
I like it. Okay. It's a lot of money.
We're certified that carpet. Without knowledge of the partner.
I want to find out where to go. Something about it, and she knows it. And she just control.
Don't stop your advertisement. Don't stop.
One a day is formulated with key nutrients for whole body health. One a day. Science. Let's start.
So this, and then this. That's that.
I'm going to take my hat to pal. So
You know, there are some people in the world who aren't going well. They never say it's on me. Sharon Powell has said out loud was
the tariff policy at so what does that tell us about the long-term viability? I mean, they got through what was a real panic.
Damn it! My heart.
it may be that as they go in, the market. See that any entry is going to have to. So it's quite remarkable to be create more uncertainty. No CEO is going to greenlight a project right now when they don't know what the business environment is going to look like next week, let alone next year.
Once I get that. Oh, start telling my wife one. That's what I needed.
I want to bring in others. And that's condo. And that's the federal government. Like one of the
Realize that this is
Jeff Wolford, we've done some thinking. I hope it was some level.
I forgot about this. Doo-doo. So I can win. Oh, wait. What am I doing?
During President Trump's rolling deportation class, the appeals court today rebuked the in the case of the state court ban.
Not what I needed, but enough to actually get me to where I need to go. Right up.
Difficult in some cases, yet very hard. That, in this case, it's not hard at all. This are asserting a right to dash away residents of this country, America, in foreign prisons without the semblance of due process that is the foundation of our constitutional order. So the strong words and fact stronger than the way Chief Justice Roberts it did rule against Trump, but it's yet to result in return of individuals who are but this is still early days for this class. Paul is America went to El Salvador over the issue saying that he had his own story before we situation. And he states that despite making that full trip, he was not entering the prison where he wanted to be back. In order to check on, at the minimum, the presence of welfare.
Our goal was very simple today, which was check on the health and well-being of Yugioh. We were stopped by soldiers at a checkpoint. We were told by the soldiers that they wouldn't allow us to proceed any further. I do intend to keep at this until we ensure that Mr. O'Brien has his right process.
Remember, that is due process that has been denied. Supreme Court saying not only was it Trump administration committed that the individual should be returned. As I told you, if they get away with this, then that can happen to that individual, it can happen to others. And an American says, hey, I'm an American, I'm rotting away in foreign prison. Well, who would they be saying that? The process destroyed and
Do
they
do
get away.
do do do
That's why
and
Ohio
then
did
do
judge enabled the government sometimes. And the judge overseeing a related case on the wartime powers here also alluding to contempt over the defiance that those officials turn around and don't like Salvador. All of this is about power. And Donald Trump sees wartime powers when there's no declared war against El Salvador or Yugioh. And the government noted that it would ever deport really on the table. And plaintiffs' lawyers noted that time this act was invoked with World War II and those deemed dangerous to the public during a world war at a month's notice before they could be removed. So if you're watching and thinking, what, you've got to be tough on immigration, or you have a person who's more sympathetic to Trump and MAGA, and, hey, it's time for tough measures. The lawyers pointing out there, we're not even at the World War II level due process. And I don't think anyone can seriously say these threats, which are, of course, real to be fully and other violence. I don't think anyone can seriously say
two. I still need to get the third one sad.
as for Trump's so-called reverse distribution,
Then I need to get these, and then after that, actually one more of that. Then I have an idea. Then that.
Freeze over $2 billion already authorized funding for Harvard. Some of that money goes to things everybody wants, like solving Alzheimer's. Post reports, Harvard also had no proof of any specific laws by Harvard in the review of the documents. They did, but the Trump administration now says it will ask the IRS to punish Harvard in what sounds like a political manner, so this probably shouldn't work if there's a factual process. They want to take away the most valuable tax-exempt status because Harvard is not some for-profit company. Tax-exempt like universities and houses of worship often are. DHS also threatening to revoke Harvard's eligibility for foreign students, saying that's something they can try to get. The state's Democratic governor, Laura Healy, spoke to us about all of it.
That this is really just another attempt by Donald Trump to silence those who disagree with him, to bully, in this case, our colleges and universities. It's an abuse of power. It's facts of the authoritarian regimes of past. We talk about silencing law firms, companies, colleges, and universities.
You mentioned law firms. The top firms are targeted. Some have already buckled under the pressure to represent all kinds of
So basically,
reports of the firms who agreed to work with the administration thought they could cut some kind of deal, but Trump, even on the deal they cut, wants to move the goalpost. Only from what was going to be selected pro bono cases over time, that's voluntary work, 6 years, to now arguing maybe these firms have to service his administration as he goes. Negotiating trade deals, which, by the way, most people say it's not how that works, it's not realistic, or defending his own chosen ally. It's all adding up really fast. There's a lot of concern, there's a lot, and there's some high-level positions. What is the right path, and how do you challenge these things when you know, practically, the Supreme Court barely gets its own reasonable enforcement? Those are some of the pretty important, we think, but also difficult, vexing questions we're going to pose. The great Emily Bazelon.
So let's see.
Right
The future of trading on Robinhood Legends is desktop trading. Visualize, analyze, buy, sell, like never before. We make it easy to cut your card bill in half. Half? How? Just go to Insurify.com and compare this one. Cut out the middleman, so you can cut your bill in half. Go to Insurify.com and put 50% on your card bill. Dedication is important in the life of our the client has report the book. Echo attention by the deliver fast that's right, there's something special. Open to every because medication means deliberate.
A month, took a month in there, what I picked up right there. Let's see.
I'm going to need your 5 minutes. Staying up now today.
Pretty good. One.
Why I still feel weak, rough, or tired? With MIBO, I can feel MIBO is the only dry eye drop full protective layer. Number one cause of dry eye. Much fear about it. For relief that smooth contact lenses force in my
Right.
I like this vision may occur. Ask your eye doctor about prescription MIBO.
I feel gap. Indigestion. I feel gap. Bloating. I feel gap. Combination of verbs. I feel gap. Digestive system helps you feel better. Digestive system. The power of care. I feel gap. Shop at Victor Mother's like cancer. Personalized children understand. And that's what it's like. For this special model. And we have.
And I could run a Pac-Man.
With USPS route, like you're with every step of the way. Right on time. Good job. There's the
For enamel, clinical enamel strength can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It's clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really a product.
On your period, sudden brushes happen. Say goodbye, gushy ears. New Always Ultra Thin. It's made with rapid dry technology that absorbs and faster. Now clean, dry, and fresh. Always just ready.
In our family, there was a pattern of glass making that's passed down through the generations.
We stood on some pretty broad shoulders to get where we're at.
On Ancestor, I was able to actually put together our family in the glass.
That's why we can't help it. The glass blowing is a part of our DNA in my blood. It's my job to make sure this job makes the next generation. If you have unfiled this is important. So the IRS has programs designed to help you go. Programs like the Fresh Start save thousands of qualified. No one knows the program. The experts at Optum America's most trusted tax. Their award-winning team of tax professionals have resolved over $1 million in tax for their clients. Illustrated by the Better Business. They have the experts to help. One call to Optum to start the process. So you can worry about wage assets, and other IRS taxes. Make sure your team gets Optum to solve your tax. Call the expert now for your free consultation. For your free consultation, call 800-357-8365. 800-357-8365. That's 800-357-8365. I asked him if he had any evidence that Omar was a member of MS-13 or committed any crimes, and he said no. His answer was that essentially the Trump administration is paying the government about stop work. Taxpayer money to keep this person here.
Senator Holland speaking about that case. So I already come out here last night. I'll go back over that one to get back as well.
Thanks so much.
You look at the pushback and you review the Trump administration here, all their strategy is clearly the flood the donors may say, and that's what will actually be required. They clearly don't care about other downsides, ethical, governmental, or public structure, otherwise, from being sort of trapped. They worry about that kind of thing. They don't. So what do you see working?
Well, I think that the Trump administration is going so far on a number of fronts that they're forcing confrontation, right? And courts can't simply roll over and let the government defy their order. Our
Congress can't just roll over and accept $2 billion in funds and accept the government's demands, which were essentially a kind of takeover of the university. There's just some basic principles to take, and judges are going to continue to care about the rule of law, and some of them will try to stand up for it, and universities care about academic freedom and being able to make their own decisions. And so I think the Trump administration is kind of forcing the test of limits the way that is creating more resistance from these really important parts of civil society than yet. And we'll see if politics shift, right? I mean, Trump seems to think that by keeping the focus on immigration or attacking the school, that that's a win for him politically. But when you go this far and you just deny people any chance for a hearing when you are snapping them up and putting them off to really brutal prison in another country, that seems to be too far for a lot of them.
Right, and certainly anti-conservative in the traditional sense, anti-American process of maintenance rights are fundamental for all that to the revolution. You mentioned the defiance on purpose. When the ruling came down on Garcia and they said facilitated the term, in those breaking coverage first few minutes, I discussed with a lawyer, like yourself, a legal expert, that the law was going to come down to facilitate because it's not a normal administration that is actually good faith. Now, if they wanted to just slow roll it, they could say, we'll see. Hey, we asked. They could say public and then private, have other things run. They're not doing that. They're not being coy or slow. I want to play for you what the Attorney General said.
He is not coming back to our country. President Bukele said he was not sending him back. That's the end of the story. If he wanted to send him back, we would give him a plane ride back. There was no situation ever where he was going to stay in this country. None.
He's not coming back is a long way from we tried or we want to facilitate. Even by what I call the crack in the door that Chief Justice Roberts left open, even by that standard, she's going further. Can the Supreme Court leave this as the result and then expect future more controversial or tougher orders to be followed?
I mean, I don't see how they can't do that, especially after this stirring opinion today from Judge Harvey Wilkinson, who is the conservative Reagan appointment. He's 80 years old. He's respected throughout the federal judiciary. And he ended that opinion by saying, not the executive branch and the judicial branch show each other the customary respect that them depends on. So he is kind of imploring the government to change its stance. Now, I agree with you, we've seen of that from the government so far, but the stakes are really clear, and it's just hard how the judicial branch can let this line slide. Maybe it's the level of defiance and also the kind of farcical nature of what Attorney General Bondi is saying, right? This is not a decision that is up to the president of El Salvador. The United States of America is paying for the incarceration of Abrego Garcia in another country, but still he is there because of the United States, not because of El Salvador.
Does anything give you hope for the Supreme Court holding the line?
Well, I mean, the opinion they issued last week, well, you're right, it had a crack in it or two, did say that the government has to treat this case as if Mr. Abrego Garcia had not been illegally deported to El Salvador, because the government admitted they did that by mistake, and so it's not legal. And I see the Supreme Court language where they say they say to the government, you're supposed to take steps to facilitate return as going down the right path. That does give me some optimism about the Supreme Court continuing to uphold the rule of law here.
Right. All right. Well, great to get that from you, Emily. You'll stay busy. We'll keep working. We'll see you again.
Thanks.
Thank you. We're going to take a break, but we have some special guests coming up as we dig into the hope for the future according to Bernie Sanders. Young people
Yugioh. What if that knew he could treat differently?
Otezla is the number one prescribed pill for treat plaque psoriasis. Otezla can help you get skin and skin. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over a decade. Don't use Otezla if you're weak. Get medical help right away if you struggle swallowing, bone, tongue, throat, or arm. If you're diagnosed with nausea or vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts will make you side effects and
Attack.
That movie night could go. Flip of the moment. Ask your doctor about cancer.
asthma. Does it have you missing out on what you love? What you love? Get back to better breathing with Fasenra, an add-on treatment for chronic asthma taken once every 8 weeks. Fasenra is not the it helps with swelling in the face.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you're gonna call. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call the burn deck. And the reason why I say burn deck is because, well, basically, having these three right here, having these four on the field, plus my opponent's monster, I could be able to summon Underworld Goddess, and yeah, and then having that, so I can be able to just control how it works. Hopefully we'll be able to get the showcases. So we got a whole bunch of normals, which I can actually get rid of a whole bunch of normals, a whole bunch of rares. Got a few rares that I do not use. So yeah, I believe so. That being said, can't use it right now. So second your turn. When I can. Yeah, we'll get this thing up. That being said, I'm going to and I'm gonna
Racial justice. By joining this other part of the law, call down or go online, help fight down, become a friend. All it is $19 a month.
For more than 50 years, we've been defending the rights of discrimination, racism, bigotry, and we do it all with no cost to our clients. But the civil rights movement is not just that. It's our movement right now.
Call or go to helpfight.org and join. Mr. Craig, yours is special fight to show the standing up to the
Give our country in our hands. But it won't come without a fight. That is why we need your support today.
overcome and injustice. Call or go online to helpfight.org.
It's been another one of those weeks, and as we get near the end, it's time to fall back. We got two special guests tonight, returning to the Grammy-award-winning rapper, songwriter, producer, who made Fiasco known for his unique style. Nothing to call. Wait, Dad was back in the Dream definitely goes on now. We just look back at how you doing? Yeah. Gotti was telling me before you showed up that it's a long time list. A long. Yeah, one of the things that I've been seeing AI creeping into everything, and yet I've seen you using AI ahead of everybody else. And it's very funny. They now have, I believe, an AI bot goes through and it is checking to see what it can do. Down 1,000 on, I think a month. Then it's like, wait, so do we use not? But yeah, what do you think? Yeah, I mean, I built an AI platform. It's about using AI in a way not to remove the artist, not to create work. It's kind of like isolate the rules to create something. But then there's also like things that are like the technology is and the products like super very, very accurate. Does it make you feel like, I mean, like music has always been about like feeling something, and the only times I've felt something by somebody, I don't know, doing like a deep fake about, all right, you got me though. Like, does it have that weird human vibe that's hard to express? Yeah, again, our creative, yeah, front face out. They're hard to clear. It's much harder. And very, very, it was like, wow, it has impact. You know, it's something, I mean, the way I use it, I kind of daisy thing. I arrange it to get that emotionality that I'm looking for. It's never possible. How do you feel about people that have like no business execute, make this, upload it, and then just keep doing that over and over? Everybody has. Hey, everybody, come on. Everybody take a shot at it. Express yourself. Whether it's you want to go back to that. I think for the most part that it is a good thing. But the amount of work with it, I'm seeing it in my actually building like that. You know, I'm in the whole kind of pipeline.
You finish eating
I
tomorrow?
know that there's some people that are really,
Yes. All right, go get that.
they're not going to do something to take.
Dirty ass feet. You seen them feet, bro?
Mm-mm.
Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Damn. Why you? Damn, bro, them feet. Here. Them feet look like what's up?
You can really level the viewpoint.
Go eat.
Who played that way?
Okay, so you remember that 5 minutes? That 5 festival?
He doesn't look like
Huh, you remember?
your core.
You know, so the guy was serious. Or fraud.
But everybody loves it. And you
No,
know,
why?
you love it before. What do you see there in people trying to come out of DC or a political event and bring? You should have freestyle. Shouldn't figure out freestyle. We got these people where they are. Like, yeah. So, you gonna be on winter day also. And what the steps that are being made now, who's going to affect the most? So I think it's a matter of like,
Hey, come here.
I think he really
You gotta run it.
good.
You
Yeah.
gotta watch the the small one. No, that's not. Hold on one second before you grab it. The break stretch. Grab it from the bottom.